because it is better that if you record, then other can also listen to this. So hosting, we are going to check the hosting with the help of one website called as triple zero web hosting. So for that reason, I think screen is now sharing. So I already told you that triple zero web hosting is one website which provides a free hosting. So now simply you can able to click on this, then it will ask you for sign up. So once you have been signing, then you will have your own username and password. So once you enter into your website, once you successful login into your website of triple zero web hosting, then it will give you an interface. Okay, it will provide you with an interface of hosting interface. Earlier we used to call it as a cPanel, and most of the web hosting also provides cPanel to you. cPanel is a management tool which is also called as control panel, which manages your websites. Okay, your hosting websites. So here it asks you something like this, like cPanel login. So you just simple enter your username and then the password and click on login. Okay, then immediately you will get something like this. Okay, and you'll also have a create new website. So you need to click on the create new website. So when you are making a free website, okay, then it will ask you for the name of the website. So here I have given the name called as KidsWCart. It will ask you for password also. So you provide the password for that. Okay. So now once you have been done with that, then you can able to see something like this. Okay, that already this name should be unique name. This name should be a unique name. Suppose this name is already used by someone, then you can't use this, because if you see this, your website is becoming an subdomain to actual domain called as triple zero web hosting app.com. Okay, so triple zero web hosting is providing free web space to upload your websites. Okay, so now how we can do this? We can simply click on this manage website and you can able to manage your website now. Okay, so if someone give your username and password to me, then you send me on my WhatsApp, then I will show you that after login how the interface will be. Okay, if you agree that, sir, I know already that how to after login what you will get it, you will get this over here as a third one. So you have to click it like create a free website. Once you have been clicking on a free website, it will ask you for username, means the website name, and the password. Once you give the website name and password, it will become like this. So you can click on manage website. So once you click on a manage website, then you can able to see some tools. Okay, some website settings and all these things. Okay, so you have to just click on tools. Okay, so in the tool you can able to see that there are certain tools called as file manager and a database manager, okay, and an email manager. What do you mean by this? Is nothing but file manager, where you can able to manage the files. Okay, so all the files we are saving in www folders, if you remember. So all those files now you have to start creating under this file manager. So just click on the file manager, then you'll get an option called an upload the file. So once you click on this upload the file, then it will provide you with an interface. See this? Now it got an interface. This is called as a file manager. So now all the data which will be there under your website will be in this folder called as public_html. Please remember this very carefully. This is a folder called as public_html. Click on this, means double click on this. It will open you that particular folder. Okay, once the folder is opened, just click on this new file. Okay, click on the new file, then you can able to create a file. So now let us create a file called as an test.php. Now I am trying to check that whether this whether this website will work or not with the PHP version. Okay, means I can able to execute PHP program into this website or not. I will testing now. Okay, create this. So once you click on create, then it has been created a file called as test.php. You click on this and you go for this pen symbol, which is for edit. Okay, then click on edit. Then it will open the file for you, because this is a empty file, hence the content is empty. So I'll start writing the program now, a simple HTML program. Simple HTML program along with the PHP code. Okay, so we'll see this. Head, title, okay, test program. Then I will start writing the body of this. Inside body, now I am trying to write PHP code. So you already familiar with how to write a PHP code. How to write question mark PHP, then this thing. So I will write. So I want to display this under H1. So now you can see that I want to echo something. Echo welcome to website. Now you can write the PHP code here. Okay, why? Because I have been created a file with extension called as PHP. So 000 web hosting will support PHP. Okay. So now click on save and close. Okay. So what is my file name now? File name is test.php. Okay. So now you should get a doubt that how I should execute this file now. Okay. Go back to the file manager. Then go back to your my sites. Okay, then this is the address of your website now. Please remember carefully. Now this has been running, the status of your website is running. Okay, now go to this address. kidsw means this kidsw is the name of your website, that is a subdomain in the actual domain. Now you should get a doubt that, sir, I don't want this free website, I want my own website. Then what should be done? At the end of this tutorial, I will let you know that what should be done, what should have to be done if you want your own name apart from this extension. Okay, so you have to buy the DSN, you have to buy a web address first of all, then you have to buy the hosting space. Now if you look over here, the 000 web hosting website is providing with you both the things called as web address as well as the hosting space. Okay, so I will show you on GoDaddy how to do those things. Okay, but meanwhile you just try to understand that. You click on this, it will open you the something like this. Okay, so what is my file name? You give the file name here /test.php. Now you can see that whatever program we have written, welcome to website, is now visible. Okay, so now this was my test.php. Now you can able to see the result of this test program. The title is also changed here. You can see that this is a test program is the title we have given to this. Okay, so far any doubts? So far any doubts? Any doubt? Okay. Suppose, sir, I want to write a reverse of a number now. I want to write a program for reverse of a number. Then what I have to do? I have to click on this new file, then give the file name reverse.php, then click on create. Okay, a file is created, select that file, then go on this pen symbol and click on edit. Okay, now you should have a doubt that, sir, I have created my own web pages at my laptop, in my laptop, then how to transfer those web pages? Actually here it doesn't provide a functionality to upload all the files at a time, because this is a free version. Okay, in your upgraded version, okay, here it is provided, so you can also directly upload the files, like upload the files. You can select the file from your computer, okay, like WAM. In the www, we are having these programs already. We have written these programs. If you remember carefully, you will also have these programs with you, okay. So suppose let me do one thing, a simple program like upload. Okay, upload, what is this upload is? So now you can see that the file is there now. Okay, the upload.php came from my computer and been transferred to the server. Okay, now you can go on edit. Now you can check that what is the content of that. So this we have created for file uploading, if you remember carefully. Okay, and there should be one file, there should be one folder called as images folder, then only your images will be getting uploaded. So what I will do first of all, so I need an images folder in my hosting space. Okay, so where is the hosting space? This whole is the hosting space now. So I have to create a directory. So if you see the menu, this is called as a menu of your file manager. Okay, this is the file manager now. So you can go to the new folder. What is I need to create? Images. Okay, so this empty, so if we are idle, it is logging out. So again I will go to the manage website. Okay, then I'll go for the tools, then I'll go for file manager, then upload the files. Again it will open, because there is a problem in the free hosting, like this will frequently log out, it will make problems to us. So you go to the uh, public underscore html. Remember carefully, all the files should be under public underscore html. This temp folder, already you know that the temporary files which is related to your website will be holding on the temp folder. So now I have this file called an temp. So I was creating a new folder. What is the folder name is? Images. Create. So it created a folder to me called as an images, because in my program, in my upload program, if you see the logic, what we are doing, we are checking that whether upload button has been clicked or not. If so, then you are getting that file name, and the file has been the uploaded file name is so and so, and you're getting that file name, and the file size also we are displaying by 1024. We are dividing because it is a number of bytes, and we are checking that if size is not greater than 1 or 2, then we are exiting, or else we are moving the file from temporary folder to the images folder. Okay, that is the reason we want this directory, otherwise it will throw an exception. Okay, so how to execute this program again? Then I will repeat again that you can go to this my website, and there you are having your web address. Okay, your free web address this is. So once you click this, then it will open something like this. Then you remove this, and you have to type now what is the file name. Upload, U capital, this is case sensitive, remember carefully, upload, upload.php. Now you can see that it is asking for an image. Okay, so if you have to choose the image, and you can able to upload. Okay, so choose the image. So images, so I'll click one image, then I click on upload. Okay, the file upload image of upload is exceeding the file of 1 MB, because I took put a condition over there. So because the file size is 826 KB, so but I am only accepting the file which is only 102 KB, I think so. So we'll change the logic now. We change the logic. We'll make this to 1024 uh 2048 of up to of 2 MB. So now save and close. you try to reload again. Why reload? Because I have made the changes to that, so reload it. So now choose the file, then upload. The file size exceed 1 MB. Where it is? So we'll check first of all whether this directory, this file is folder is empty. Okay. So we'll remove the condition. We'll check this because condition is not working, I think so. Because that's the reason it is displaying this. So I'll remove this. Control X. Save and close. Someone giving some answer. Okay. Right. So now what the thing is, now I removed the condition, upload, choose the file, trying to upload. Okay, because the file is successfully uploaded, that's the reason you can view the file now. Okay, and you can also observe that in your images folder, one image you got it now. Okay, you got one image called as image S. Okay, so now you got the image. I don't know what is this image, so we'll check this. Someone uploaded, I think so, from your end. Someone uploaded this. Okay, now if you want to upload the image, you can copy this. You can copy this and you can also upload the image. Now if you upload this, okay, try to upload your image, then from your end, then directly those images you can see over here. I've sent you in the chat box. Okay, then if you upload the image, then you can able to see that image here. And this is a free web hosting website. I think that someone is uploading the image. That is the reason we are getting this. See this, someone uploaded this particular image. Now if you are trying to upload, then what is happening here is, this is a free web hosting. Okay, this is a free web hosting and it has a limited space. Now if you are all uploading the images, then this website, this tool is only up to, it will can bear only up to some limited space. Okay, so that is the reason that if you want more space, then here we have an option called an upgrade. When you click on this upgrade, then you have to pay some money for managing of your web space. Okay, and as well you can also buy your own domain address. Why your own domain address? Why? Because this domain address is not appropriate now. You can't give the client like this. Client want his own web address. Okay, client doesn't want 000 web hosting as an domain. He want his own domain, like some restaurant. Okay, right, Red Chilies. Okay, they want their own name, but they will never accept the name like this. So that is the reason, first we need to buy the domain name, then we need to get the space, then we have to upload the related file to our web space. So again I will explain you. File manager, upload the files, then you can see that. So you can create your own, web pages here by clicking on new file, or you can also upload the web pages from your computer over here. Okay, so because this is my domain, so I am only the authorized person to access my web space. So that is the reason any of your web spaces, web space or web hosting engines will provide you with a username and password that should be kept very carefully, and you have to, and you are responsible if something happened to the website, because your website has a username and password which you need to protect as an administrator. Okay, right. So now, sir, I want to create a database now. I want to write a programs related to database now. So how does it possible? Are you clear with these concepts so far, guys? So you see that I have been now reverse.php. I did not wrote anything. You can write the own logic for this, for writing of reverse of a number, and you can check this. Okay. So uploading, already you have seen the uploading, how you can upload the images. Now don't start uploading with more data. Why? Because this will get filled then. Okay, you can see that I will upload another image. Then after uploading only, we wrote in the condition, if upload is successful only, then you can see that people, those who are sending the images from your end, then it is visualizing now. Okay, so I did not uploaded these images. These images has been uploaded by you, so that is the reason it is being visible over here. Okay, right. So now if you want to create a database application, then again go to file manager. In the tools, you can able to observe that database manager is there. Click on the database manager. Okay, then it will ask you to create a new database. So if you see that at max you can create 2 databases, and this is a limitation for that. Here it defines the limitation that database space limit is only up to 1 GB. 1 GB is more, and you can also create 100 tables inside of that. So now, as doing an experiment, this is more than enough for you. That if you are creating a website for someone, okay, before hosting the website, if you want to see that how that website will look like, okay, whether everything is being perfect or not, then you make utilization of this, something like this particular 000 web hosting free engines, and you can able to upload all your created website over here. Then you can also manage the database. Okay, now you have to click on new database, then provide with some database name. Okay, I give this like kidsw. Okay, and username is something like this, Wasim760. Remember this. Why you have to remember this? Because to make a database connectivity, you need database name, you need username, and you need it of password. So that is the reason. Remember carefully. Randomized means it will create a random password to me. I will copy this. Please remember carefully. If you lose this password, then you can't able to access your database now. Okay. So again, you have to delete the database, and you have to do this. I will show you what if you forget the password. I had copied this. Please remember the database names and so on. Click on create. So after creating the database, what will happen is it will create the database along with your tag with an predefined ID. What is this ID is? This ID will be unique for every user. Why? Because at web hosting website, I am the user at this ID. Okay. So in that, the kidsw is a database. So now what you can observe is, you want to access this database, you have to use this whole name now. Not only kidsw, you have to use the whole name. And the user ID is, means username is this, and password already I have been copied and pasted. So I'll do one thing. I'll open the notepad, and safe side I will write the password. Okay, now this password is secured, so I will save it somewhere in my web programming folder. Okay, right. So what I can do now, this database is created. So what I have to do, I have to click on manage. Okay, then click on php myadmin. So already everyone is familiar what is this php myadmin is. So once you click on php myadmin, it will open you the database. So this is my database. Click on the database, and we'll do the same program now. Products products table I will create with how many columns? With 3 columns. Hope you remember everyone. We have did it in the last tutorial. This thing, this will be the product ID, this will be the product name, and this will be the price. Product ID in integer, product name is in varchar with length of some 100, let it be. Okay, and price is in float. Okay, then I want an primary key, then click on an index, then click on primary key. Then it will ask you that which key should be primary key, whether primary PID. So click on go. then click on go. Then you can able to see that primary key will be added to this. Click on save. Now you can observe that one table will be created. One table will be created, and that table have PID and a key symbol. What is this key symbol is? This is a primary key which has P name and a price. Now what we try to do is we try to write a program from our file manager, and we'll execute that program and we'll check whether database is getting some values or not. Okay, now meanwhile no values are there, hence it is an empty. It is not showing any data from this particular table. So what I can do, you can also access the console. Okay, so here also you can write the queries. Select asterisk from products, and you can press on control and enter to execute this. Okay, once you execute, the result will be shown here itself. Okay, so it is an empty, 0 rows. So no rows has been selected. That is the reason that it is showing that no data is there. So now what we'll try to do is we try to create a new file, and new file is something like insert product.php. Click on create. Click on create, then insert product, you will get it, and you have to go for the pen symbol, edit. It will try to edit. So it will take time for me to write the PDO program. So what we'll do, we have already the program called as insert product something somewhere. This is the program. Is this the program? Inserted last, insert into products. Yeah, PID, name and price. That's fine. So what we'll try to do is I will select this program, whole program, copy this. Okay, copy the program and you can paste it. You can paste it here. Okay, now you should get a doubt. Sir, why you are doing like this? Just simply go to upload and upload the file as your wish. You can do anything. You can do like that. But I want some changes in this. What changes I want? Because if you see this DSN localhost, because it is running over here on the same domain, on the same individual domain, then the server name will be local host itself. So no need of writing any server name here, just leave it. But I need to change this DB name. What is the DB name, guys? Hope you remember from this, from database, from this hosting space. Here you will have your DB name. Just copy this and come over here and paste it. This was my database name. Can you guess what is the username? What is the username now? This is no more a root now. This is not a root. This is the username from here. Okay, copy this and paste it here. And what is the password? Password is no more blank. What is the password? Can anyone remember what I did? What I did is I have pasted it in an empty notepad. Okay, so copy this and paste it here. Okay, now the same program, now it will run and it will try to connect to the database, this database with my ID and the user ID, and the password is this. I no need to do anything, just simply click on save and close. Okay, insert product.php. What is the name of this? Insert product.php. I have to go to my website kidswcard.this, and instead of this upload.php, I will remove this. Now I will write insert product.php. Now you can see that. See, I'm nowhere opened a WAMP server. Nowhere I'm been running the PHP on my laptop. Everything is being done on a hosting space. Please try to remember this. I'll enter a product ID 1 like pen, the price is 5.5 for example. Okay, anyhow 0.5 is later the thing, but I want to show that float can also save product. There is an integrity violation, entry 1 for the primary key. So there is some duplicate entry is being made. So we'll check this product table. So already one pencil 10. I think someone entered this before me. I will delete this. Okay, delete from here. Then I need to go to this. I will enter product 2. Name is pencil. Price is 2 rupees. Save the product. The product is saved. Okay. So now database. Go to the database. Click on the product table. Then you can able to observe a product with product ID 2, pencil, and price 2 is being inserted now. Okay. Earlier, why it got an integrity constraint? Because prior to me, someone from out of you only entered that value. That is the reason it is been given the value as 10. I have been trying to insert 5.5, but it is already someone entered. So I give product 3, like some laptop. Product price is 60,000. Okay, save the product. Then I need to check whether values has been inserted or not. Then you can write another program, okay, which visualize you can write a Ajax, and you can able to display every after save the product. You can able to get the product details, then you can display it over here. Okay, you refer the Ajax tutorial, then you try to see that how the code should be. So whenever I click on save product, immediately it should get an product details, okay, from the database. So you have to click get the retrieve. Okay, so someone enter books from you. Okay, so this is 3 and this is 5. So guys, so as if someone is unnecessary been inserting the values or unnecessary accessing your website, simply you can go to this website and you can stop your website. You can perform the action. Okay, then details, then you can uh, then you can manage this. So I'll let you know where the option is, but I will let you know that how to stop this. So now you can see the file permission. The users can only able to do these things. This is the owners, okay, and these are group and these are others. Okay, so you know this already from your Unix, that how the file permissions are. So by default these are the file permissions. You can also change the file permissions and you can do many things out of this. Okay, suppose if you want to write a retrieve, then already I have given you many programs. You can try all such type of programs over here. Okay, so you can get the data, you can select the product. So select product. So already we have seen that if you enter an product ID, then it will select the product from me, from the database. So what I will try to do now, I will try to upload this. Upload, select the file, and what is that? From www folder, I'm trying to where it is, login, create, select products. Okay, so click on upload. So file is being uploaded now. So I got select product. Let us change the database now. Why? Because this is necessary. Earlier it was localhost, then hence the reason it was running fine. But here, no need of this. This can be blank. And this kidsw, I need to replace that with. I need to replace that with what? Manage website. Then from the tools, you can go to database manager. Then you can see that already existing databases which have been created will be listed out here. So this is my database name. So I will go to my database name here. Then what is the username? Username is this. This is the username and password already from the file from Notepad. Password is there. So click on that password and like this. Okay. So now what I have to do? Select asterisk from kidsw. No need of this kidsw. It should be products where ID is equal to this and so on. Okay. So click on save and close. Now what is my name is select products.php. I can execute this. If you misspell, then you will get an error, 404 error. The 404 error, why? Because I misspell this. This is select P capital from products. So PRODUC. I forgot C here. Okay, products. So what is the product name? To get the product ID. What? Because why the column name is ID? Because in my database I don't have column name called as an ID. Instead it is PID. See this, it is PID, but in the program we have wrote ID. Okay, so this is not ID, this is PID. Save and close. Again reload. Click on the product ID. Get the product. Okay, so again there is a problem because this is not PID, this is PID in the where clause in the select query. So again reload the program, then it is 2, then get the product. So product 2 was pencil and the price was 2, and someone given product ID 5. So 5 was books 1. Do we have 1? Yeah, someone given it as book and price is 5.2. If I give 3 was laptop. 4, I don't know, 4 is, yeah, 4 is also there. Means you are trying from your end to insert the values. That is good. So you are checking it. So hope guys you understood now what are the things are there in management of your website from 000 web hosting, free web hosting engine. So this is the tutorial, today's tutorial. So sir, I want my own domain space. I don't want it to proceed with this or with this preference or proceedings. So I don't want this. I want directly kidswcard.com. Okay, then you have to go for any of these domains. Okay, then you have to go for domains and you have to type searching for your domain ID. If it is available, then you have to search it. Like I will go for Samshodini or Sanskriti. Okay, so sanskriti.com is available, and this is available at so and so price. It is a huge cost, is it? Okay, so what we can do is we can go for this sanskrit.com for 199 rupees. Okay, so we have to go for an alternate for this. Okay, so .co, okay, .info. Okay, likewise. So after buying the domain ID, you can also go for, because this is been acquired by someone and they want to sell this to 1,51,000. No one will put up that amount for this. Okay, so after buying the domain, then you have to go for hosting. Then you have to buy a hosting space. So whether you want to go for Linux hosting or Windows hosting. So for PHP you can just simply go for Linux. If you want to execute JSP, also you can go for Linux only. If you want to execute other technologies of Microsoft build, then you can go for Windows. Okay, so you can click on hosting. then you can see that it is being starting with some price. So host a single website with 99 rupees per month, so and so on. Okay, so meanwhile, for practicing, no need of buying. If you are having a client and client asks you to build a website for them, okay, with a specific domain address, then you have to do all these things. Okay, so I feel that not necessary to do all these things. Okay, that simply you can able to manage for practicing with the help of this 000 web hosting. Okay, any doubt, guys? Today what we have learned is that how to make a make use of file manager in web hosting. Okay, so apart from this file manager, it will also provide you with some applications which you can able to connect with your FTP. Okay, which we call it as a file transfer protocol. So for file transfer protocol, you will get the username and password which you can enter, and you can able to upload a bulk of files to your server at a time. Okay, so that is with the help of FTP you can do it. Okay, so in the images you can double click, and you can able to see that this screenshot video, someone also uploaded a video from Snapchat and all these things. I don't know who this is. Okay, so that's the reason people will make a condition here that if you want to upload a image, then it should be a properly with the help of some restriction. Okay, so guys, hope you understood today's class, what I have been taught to you. And I will also upload this particular to YouTube channel. Okay,